first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. It's caught by Mike Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Well, the first carry here for Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. The Lions at 12-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
There's a little bit of enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Open man down the field is Landry. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back to throw now on first down. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 10 yards out. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught by Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's out wide here for Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. On play action, now Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's got a man, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that drops in this go-around of that pass rush. Getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hop 70, hop 70, 18, high here. Half the 60, half the 60. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibbs, and some room to roam now. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers looking for London on the out route complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Lions take over first down at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. And we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Rodgers now on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A nice Nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards. Here's Rodgers. Right back to Pitts again. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
70, Drop 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out of bounds right at mid. short stripe. They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bud Dupree from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 24-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
offense ready to begin their drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Rodgers to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught by Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons,
they conclude